Episode 10, Frozen Perspective, here with Devin Sherman. He's my girlfriend's brother, her youngest brother. You have an older brother named Tyler.
Yep.
How are you and Tyler's relationship?
I'd say we're pretty tight. He's always at work though, but like, I don't know. Don't talk too much, but we're still like tight.
Yeah. How are you and Shelby's relationship? You guys solid?
I'd say we're definitely closer than me and Tyler.
Really?
Yeah. It's like,
How so? Just more chill?
yeah, we're definitely more chill.
Yeah.
We've definitely been able to like just do more shit. My brother's always been out there like low-key snitching just because he can. He's like, oh, you guys are doing that. But Shelby's always been there, even though I ain't want her to be.
He's low-key snitching. What has he snitched on before?
He snitched on us like smoking before. He's been like, does
Oh
it smell
my
like
God.
weed in here?
So he's the one?
He's the one.
Oh, fuck, dude. I've had that experience with people being the one snitching on me. You know, it's not fun.
Dude, it
Did you get,
sucks.
like, punished because of it?
I don't think my mom ever tried like take him serious when he ever said
Shelby
it.
get punished because of him?
I think one time she almost did because he was like, why does it smell like weed in here? And she was like, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you doing? Go away.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about it, but I think it might have happened once.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the podcast and just chilling
Oh,
and
of course.
hanging out.
Of course. Don't even want to worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. Fucking. So recently, your lung.
Yeah,
What's
that bitch
what's up with
popped.
your lung?
So back in September, my lung popped because I was vaping, and the metals in the coil of like the vapes, it basically weakened my lung. And after it weakened my lung, since I'm like tall and skinny, it would like straight up just weaken my lung as a whole. So then it just ended up being a mixture of me being tall and skinny. So it ended up being a spontaneous pneumothorax.
Spontaneous pneumothorax. What is that?
Yeah, it's basically just like super fancy wording for saying that you got a hole in your lung. And so that happened way back in September. And after it happened once, you have like a significantly higher chance of it happening again.
Dang, so you got a spontaneous pneumothorax is the sudden onset of a collapsed lung without an apparent cause.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
You had pretty much a collapsed lung, onset of
Yeah,
a
dude,
collapsed lung.
it was horrible. Like, it felt like I've never had heartburn, and I was so lost. I was like, is this what heartburn feels like? This shit is whack. So I just went to bed.
Damn, it's characterized as such as a traumatic injury to the chest or a known lung disease. A collapsed lung is caused by the collection of air in the space around the lungs.
Oh, yeah.
So you had holes up in that shit too?
Oh, yeah. And then
So what are they saying to you, like, in the hospital? What have they been?
so when I first went in there, they straight up told me, they were like, we have no idea what this is. And they did scans on me like for 6 hours all day. And then when they finally figured out, they were like, oh, you got a hole in your lung. They just sent me home. They were like, go to the hospital tomorrow. And I was like, you're just going to send me there tomorrow, not tonight? Okay, whatever.
So they figure out you have a hole in your lung and they just say, oh, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's not that big of a deal to have a hole in your lung?
Well, that's what confuses me, because the most recent time, it wasn't as big of a hole. So they didn't have to like put a tube in my chest to like get the air out, but they still sent me the same night.
Yeah.
So I'm really confused on why they did it this time, but not last time.
So it's gotten bigger. The hole's gotten bigger?
Well, not necessarily. It's
okay. My bad.
It was a different hole. Like, it didn't open the scar.
Oh, it's a different one.
Yeah.
But you haven't been doing the vape
No, I
at all?
haven't.
So what do they think caused it? Do they have any
It's just
answers?
since it happened once, it means I'm highly susceptible
Oh yeah,
to
you already
having it
said that.
happen
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And then after it happens once, and since I'm tall and skinny, it's like the exact type of dudes it happens to, like the super tall and skinny dudes. So
Huh.
then, yeah, and it just kind of happened again because you can get like these air blebs in your lungs. It's like
Air
tiny,
blebs.
yeah, it's like
I'm gonna
tiny
look
little
up what
air
that is.
pockets.
Tiny air pockets.
Yeah, basically. And
So that's what you got too?
yeah,
So blebs.
and then you can end up getting them just like randomly. And then a simple like deep breath could end
A
up popping a lung.
pulmonary bleb is a small collection of air between the lung and the outer surface of the lung, usually found in the upper lobe of the lung. When a bleb ruptures, the air escapes into the chest cavity, causing a pneumothorax.
Yeah.
Air between the lung and chest cavity is what pneumothorax is, and then which can result in a collapsed lung. So, you didn't have a collapsed lung, did you? Or
The first time it definitely did collapse,
oh
but the
my
second
god,
time it
what's that?
happened, I only lost 10% size in my lung.
So what's the feeling of that?
So like the first time, you can like hear it flapping open and shit, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Like whenever I would lay on my left side because it popped on this side, whenever I would lay on it, you can hear it like flapping open a little bit and like just making weird popping sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awful. And it just kind of felt like there was a massive hole in my body. And I was like, I don't even know what this could be until they straight up told me that I had a hole in my chest. I was like, bro. Yeah. But like the second time, it felt completely different than the first time.
So the second time it was worse, right? Or no?
It was
It
probably
was-
not as bad, but it was really
why
confusing.
was it so different?
So like the second time, I was literally laying in my bed, right? And then it just like random muscle pains, like right in my chest and my shoulder and my neck.
Oh
And I was like,
wow.
yeah.
In your bed, you're just chilling,
Yeah.
and then randomly, boom.
And then after that, I was like, what's wrong with that? Like, it's got to be my muscles because it's definitely not in like my chest, right?
Right.
So I was going to go take a shower. I was like, loosen up my muscles, do whatever. And then I went to go get a cup of water because the last night I was like drinking and shit. And I was like, got to get some water real quick. And then next thing you know, I was like super sweaty and nauseous. I was like, am I having a heart attack? What's going on?
Yeah.
And then I ended up getting a ride to the hospital with my dad because, like, if it was a heart condition, didn't want to, like,
Dang.
pass
That must
out
have
on the
been
way to the
scary.
hospital half an hour away.
That must have been scary. Driving to the when was that? That was recently then, huh?
Yeah, I think it was probably on Monday.
So what'd they say when you got there? When you got there, what was the first? Did you see a doctor right away?
Yeah, I saw a doctor, and they were whispering over to me. They were like, hey, you can come here. And I was like, you guys didn't call me. Why didn't you call me? And they were like, oh, we didn't want to anger anyone else there because your situation seems a little more dire than theirs. And I was like, damn, all right, whatever, I'll take it.
Damn.
And then I told them what was up, and they straight up were like, well, you might got another hole in your lung because I don't know what else it could be. And I was like, how could it be a hole? Because it straight up felt like it was my muscles. Like, it was just like super whack all in my muscle area, so I was super confused.
Well, yeah. I've heard certain parts of the body, if they get injured or affected in any way, then certain other parts of the body can be, do something different, like be affected with one. Like, if you squeeze your foot, then maybe like something happens in your goddamn like left arm, or something happens in your foot, your left arm will be fucked up. Yeah. But I don't know anything about like lung.
They ended up telling me that there is like some nerve somewhere in the chest cavity that like whenever it gets air, which is probably why like it's not supposed to usually touch air.
Nerve, wow.
Yeah, I forgot what exactly it was called, but like whenever it gets like air received into it, it like was the reason I started feeling nauseous and everything. Because like I got stairs in my house, I was like running up the stairs to go get water, so I started breathing heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they told me that was why. And then since the chest cavity isn't used to like receiving air, it like wears out the body a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So that's why, like, since my left lung popped, the left side of my body was like getting super sore and tense.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, they diagnosed you, and so did they do anything to you, or did they just say, "Oh, it's gonna heal"?
So the
Like,
first
see ya.
time they said that the hole was like 3.5 centimeters or something.
3.5.
Yeah. So then they were like, we're going to have you go over to the hospital and they're going to, like, deal with that. So then I was like, well, I'm getting a tube then. That's some tough shit.
This is just the first care clinic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. The first care clinic sent me over there.
Okay, and then they're like, hospital, go there.
Yeah. And if my dad wasn't there, they were really going to send me over there, which is literally like, I'd say it's like 2 blocks away, maybe like 4. They're going to send me over there in a ambulance.
And then they'd probably just be a lot more money.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, no,
Yeah.
thank God my dad took me, because that would have been so much money I didn't need to worry
you could
about.
just probably walk, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
I could have
fuck.
walked there with that.
Yeah. So what'd they say at the real hospital when you seen the real doctor? What do you have to say?
Yeah, they just did another scan on me, and they said that the hole got bigger, so they wanted to see me like 3 hours later, or they said 4 hours later.
4 hours later.
Yeah, because they were kind of hoping that it would heal on its own, because it went from
damn.
3.5 to 3.8.
Wow.
And I went back at like 11 o'clock at night, and I was so heated because for some reason, I shit you not, this place was so packed.
Ooh.
At 11 o'clock at night.
Weird.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, how the fuck do these people get here?
Uh-huh.
And then after that, they straight up said, well, it didn't grow since last time, so, if you get any more pain, if you have any more issues, just like straight up come back. But other than that, you don't even got to go home, or you don't even have to come back. And I was like,
nice.
all right, whatever. So I guess I'm just going home.
So they just boom booted you out and said heal up on your own.
Pretty much, yeah.
So they probably can't. They don't know how to heal it, huh? Do they know? Do they?
I mean, like, they could have.
surgery,
They just
I guess?
didn't want to do that because it might have been like too much.
For just that little hole.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Because like that's what really makes me wonder though. Because like the first hole, it was big enough to get a tube in it, right? But they didn't want to do it the same night. So I wonder what they were thinking with that. Like, it really confuses me.
With the what? Sorry.
With like the first hole.
So the first hole was smaller, but they used a tube.
No, it was bigger.
It was bigger, but they used a tube. But the second time
almost
it
twice
wasn't.
the size.
So the second time, the first one healed up,
Yeah.
and then another one came, but it wasn't as big.
Yeah.
So they didn't use the tube, and you're like, why didn't they use the tube?
Yeah. I'm wondering why they like did it. They worried about it in like a tighter time span, right?
Yeah.
But with the first one, they just like took their time with it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Just come back later, and we'll like fix it."
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was really confused because like with the second one, probably could have just not went in, and I would have been fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with the first time it happened, they were like, "Just come back tomorrow. We'll fix it then." I was so lost. I was like, all right. Whatever you say."
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got to listen to a real doctor. If a real doctor is saying you got a hole in your lung, you're not going to be like, no, I don't. You're going to be like, damn, fix me.
Yeah.
Help me out.
I'm not going to tell them, show me the x-rays. I'll determine what I can do.
They take good care of you over there?
I
You
mean,
like the doctors?
yeah, I'd say they did pretty good.
Yeah. So, what do you think about manifesting? Do you ever manifest things in your life? Try to reach goals?
I can't say I've ever manifested things, but I can definitely say I know people that do manifest things, and I just think it's kind of like coincidence when it happens.
Coincidence in what way?
Like, people have definitely manifested for things, like, not big things, like just like a thing that would probably happen to anybody, right? And then it would just happen to them. And I'm like, well, that could happen to anybody. It's just coincidence. You're wishing for it, and it could happen because you're trying to get it while you're wishing for it.
Yeah, I think thoughts or energy and whatever you think and put out in this world, it'll come back one way or the other. You can look at it like that. I mean, that's pretty deep. That's what I think. But also, like manifesting, reaching goals. I like seeing it on paper, like writing it down on paper, seeing that,
Oh yeah.
visualizing your goals, visualizing, manifesting. It's really good, I think, to learn
Yeah.
and do every day because you can really, it's pretty much just like having a plan, and like seeing your future and really like locking in on what you want.
Yeah. Because it's like prioritizing number one goal, right? You're just like you're taking it, you're looking at it, and it's like something that you really want. So you're putting all the effort you can into it so you can get there.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
ever manifested anything?
It's a really good question. Not that I can really think of. I mean, like, if we're talking how we just said, I've seen other people manifest. I haven't done it really like that, but I've definitely
Like, what do you mean, other people? What do you mean? What do they do?
like, there's like the generic everyone over, like when I was in high school, people would be like manifesting good relationships and stuff like that, like just some basic ass weird shit. But it's like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
something you definitely got to work on your own, right?
Well, actions speak louder than words,
Yeah.
so it's
And
like you can think it, but are you going to do it?
Yeah.
And really
And
like
in that
take that
case, you
step.
really got to be doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I try to be manifesting. I try to be stoic. You know what stoicism is?
No.
Let's look it up. It's like being smart.
Got to get that dictionary definition, word for word.
Stoicism. Stoicism. It is the endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings and without complaint. If that makes any sense to you.
Yeah. What it kind of sounds like, it's just like, just take it. Just like you're doing something, it's hard. Everyone's going to go through things that are hard. You just got to deal with it because, not everything comes on a silver platter for everybody.
Perspective, I think, too, is a big thing to work on.
Yeah.
Having the right perspective on life. You can really either be sad, angry in life, or happy.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on your perspective. But real quick, Stoicism, I think this is a little background of like where it came from. An ancient Greek school of philosophy founded at Athens by Zeno of Citium. The school taught that virtue, the highest good, is based on knowledge. The wise live in harmony with the divine, with the divine reason that governs nature, and are indifferent to I don't know how to pronounce that word, of future and to pleasure and pain. Yeah, so this is like 3rd century BC is when the philosophy came about. And there's a book, I'm pretty sure, about Stoicism too. You should get it. I'll probably get it for you. It's like, it's pretty good. It's just honestly controlling your thoughts,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I got some other stuff I want to talk about too. I got like a list. I should have got like a whiteboard. You see my whiteboard? That was for my last one.
It's a good idea,
so you got a new girl, Caroline.
Oh, yeah. So far,
You mind if we talk about that?
No, I don't really care.
So far, how is she?
Okay, we've been talking for like, I'd say a week, maybe 2, right? Nothing too crazy.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
Just the start.
Yeah, she's currently in college right now, so she ain't got much time to like do anything. So I'm going to see her tonight. Just gonna go see how that goes.
Damn. Hey, that's soon, huh?
Oh yeah.
You gotta dip out here soon or no?
I
At 8,
definitely. I
you gotta
got
be
time.
there?
I got time.
You got time. You can be late.
Oh yeah.
Caroline can wait. You're
Don't
on the
gotta
pod.
don't gotta sound like she's too much of a big deal, because that's like clingy. Don't want to be too clingy.
Oh, yeah. Playing it cool.
Oh yeah.
The cool route.
That's just how you do it.
Yeah. Gotta get it done one way or the other.
Yeah, it's like the first step back into the game. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. What happened to your last girl?
Oh man.
How do you guys break up? Because you guys were just together, I'm pretty sure.
So,
if you don't
like,
mind me asking.
It was like super weird, because straight up, like, I was just kind of drifting away for a minute, and I was like, I'm not really too sure how to go about this. And then one night she was like, how are you feeling about us? And I was like, I'm not feeling it, if you want my honest opinion. And she was like, damn. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really feeling it. She was like, can we still be friends though? And I was like, I'm not saying you're not going to be hurt by any of the things I'm doing, but if you want to be around, I guess that's on you. And I just kind of been dry as shit.
Damn. So you just pretty much broke up with her.
Yeah.
Why?
Honestly.
Just
because, like, I don't know. She just kind of wasn't it for me. Like,
that's good that you could see that.
yeah,
And
she was like going into like other stuff that I wasn't really about. And I was like, are you ever going to necessarily grow up, in my opinion, if that makes sense?
Damn. You told her.
It's like, technically she was still like, she still has her own things to worry about. She still has like bills she's paying, right? But like, there's being an adult, and then there's being like a responsible adult. And I couldn't necessarily say she was really being responsible.
I see.
Yeah.
Right. She wasn't being responsible.
Oh, no.
A little bit intermission time here. We're gonna switch the cameras. They can only record for 30 minutes, so a little bit of an intermission. Yep. So this new girl, Caroline, how do you start talking to her?
Straight up, I was going through my Instagram post. I was like,
Pickle. Shh.
I said, I'm not really sure how to just pick up anyone right now. I'm not really feeling Tinder, because like, how do you just go to Tinder and just pick up women like that, right? Like, it's kind of like the low end, know what I mean? So then I was like, I'm going through my Instagram post, because I only follow back people who I'm like already thinking are like the move, right? And I was just going through all my posts. I was like, who consistently likes all my stuff? Because that's someone who obviously has their eye on me. And then I was just going through them all. I was like, this person, I'm following them. I know what's up, and they're liking all my posts, so I just hit her with the DMs.
And it was just locked and loaded. Boom, boom, bang, bang.
It was locked and
Snapchat.
loaded. Just like that.
Right to the Snapchat?
Right to the Snapchat.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that simple. It's too easy.
Oh my, it's too easy.
It's too easy.
Oh my God. So have you hung out with her?
Not yet. She's been too busy working.
So you've been talking for 2 weeks?
Honestly,
A week?
It's pretty mid. Yeah.
And you haven't hung out? Dang. So she's holding it.
That's what it seems like.
But is she even going to give it up on the first time?
We're about to find out.
Oh my God.
We're about to find out.
You're so funny. God damn. That's some funny ass shit. You work out?
Oh yeah, for sure. The only reason I haven't been recently is because of the hole in my chest.
Well, I mean, what do they even say when you got a hole in your chest? What do? You just got to sit and not do anything?
Just gotta
you can't even work
take
out?
it easy. Because like when you're working out, you're breathing heavy. So like it's using your lung.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can't be doing that. The first time it happened, since they stuck me with a tube, I couldn't work out for 2 months. Yeah, because technically it had more to heal than just my lung. And this time it happened, they said I had to wait like 2 weeks.
So there's no way, no like medication.
No.
No way to heal it.
They said that if it was to keep happening, I could have a surgery where they basically like scruff up my lungs to make it like scar tissue to make my lungs thicker so it wouldn't hurt or not hurt so it wouldn't pop again. But the issue with that one is that they have to break my ribs and then like sandpaper my lungs so that shit would hurt for like way too long. And I'm like, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that. I might just keep popping my lung.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen with a hole in your lung? Just hurts like a bitch? Like, it just collapsed, it doesn't work?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. And at that point, if it's obviously collapsing, I can just go in and get it fixed.
Okay, so they'd fix you up, right?
Yeah.
They'd fix it and say, boom, bang, you're done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, that's good that, they can fix it.
Oh, yeah.
If it gets worse. But then that deals with surgery. You'd probably have to, like, get
Dude,
put down and
I don't even know how they do that.
do all
like,
that.
thinking how they have to get both my lungs and, like, rough them up like that.
Oh,
That'd be, like,
you gotta be awake. I imagine they put you asleep for that.
I'd hope so. I imagine they would, too. But, like, that'd be such a huge scar. Just, like, sitting on my chest.
Dude. You been watching football at all?
No, not really.
Dude, you don't watch the Seahawks?
No.
Dang. So you don't we watch any sports?
No, my friends tell me about them all the time, though. Like, there was someone who played on basketball, I think. It was, like, a couple of nights ago. They choked hella hard. And they were, like, so pissed about it. I can't remember the teams, though, but I know they were so
LaMelo
heated.
and LeBron just faced off, and LaMelo beat LeBron and the Lakers. Dude, LaMelo's been beating everyone. Went to Milwaukee, beat Giannis on the road, like, shut him down. Giannis only had, like, single-digit points.
That's actually nutty.
And then LeBron, he beat, too. Yeah. I've been watching this dude. He does really good videos on YouTube of, like, LaMelo. He follows LaMelo. Oh, my arm hurts from holding that shit. And he's, like, does voiceover. It's funny.
Oh, yeah.
He's, like, does highlights of LaMelo, and then when he does a crossover, he's like, got him. Like, got him. Or, yeah, it's funny. It's hilarious. It's I wish I knew the guy, and I wish I could, like, be pro with my podcast and put it up, like, right now on the screen. And, like, have the people watch.
Oh, yeah.
One day we'll get there, Devin. One day.
One day.
I need to get a third camera, too. Then one I can put on you. Because I got wide and one on me. I just need another one. I hit up this person on Facebook Market for a Canon camera. $400.
Damn.
They want. Yeah. But I got that one for, like, 1,000. I got that one for like 700, 800, and I'm gonna get this other one for like 400, but it's a little less quality, but same brand. It's a Rebel T something, I think.
Well, like $400 though.
I mean, shit, it's cheaper than my other one, so I don't
That's
really
what
care.
I'm saying. It's got to be nice.
Yeah, pretty much. Fucking, you been gaming much? I know you're a gamer. You're like pro, aren't you?
I wish. I wish I was pro. I've been playing.
What have you been playing?
I'm playing Rocket League lately.
Where you drive around the car and hit the ball.
Car soccer.
I mean, that's fun, dude. I have Rocket League. We should play.
Dude, I'm totally down.
Yeah.
Like right now, I wouldn't even say I'm good. I'm like Platinum Division 3, and I'm still trying to figure out how to do aerials and shit. I hate it. It's so fucking annoying.
What? That's just, I don't even know what that was. What is even as a platform aerial? What is it?
So my division is like, it's Platinum 3, right? It's like my rank and ranked. And then an aerial is like
Here, yeah, just talking to like closer, a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like an aerial is like basically when you're in the air and you're like doing spins and shit and you're like bouncing all around the ball and you basically just like launch it right into the goal, right? Like you can like go up the wall, jump off the wall, and like launch it right.
And that
in the
gives you a
goal.
little bit of a boost,
Yeah.
right? It boosts you up
Yeah,
a
but
little bit too.
There'd be like
Yeah.
people who can like land their car on the ball and get like another double jump on it, and then just like send it right in, bounce it right off the wall, send it
Double
right in the goal.
jump.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Does a double jump give you a boost too?
Yeah, it just kind of depends on how you're doing it, because like if you're holding a direction on the stick, like if you're holding forward, you can like do a front flip, and you can like get some momentum to it, like hit it with the back of your car with a front flip, like send it forward, you know.
Fuck, that's some rowdy shit.
Dude, it's pretty crazy.
Do you like the merch? The frozen ice merch?
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's pretty cool. I mean, look at the inside. I even got it on the inside. Like, you never really see that.
I got the watermark in there.
A watermark. That's what it's called. How do you know that? That's smart.
Nah, it's like
Just
everywhere.
Everyone knows that.
I hope everyone knows that.
I hope everyone
Maybe I'm
knows
just cool.
that. Yeah. You see the fucking GMP package here?
Oh, yeah. Those are so fucking nice.
Yeah. I need to get, like, frozen, like, Christmas stuff, like, snow globes and, like...
Oh, yeah.
Make it, like, blue and shit, you know? Frozen Ice, Frozen Lens Perspective Productions. This video is sponsored by frozenproductions.shop. Go shop for whatever you need. Shirts, women's crop tops are on there. We got sweaters, beanies, tees, tanks. Just go shop. Yeah.
Check it out.
Check it out. So you're about to go hang out with Caroline for the first time.
Yes, sir.
And break that spine. I'm just kidding.
I mean, shit, those are some good bars, though. Some good bars.
I mean, shit, no, just don't do it on the first time. Maybe like the fifth.
Maybe like the fifth.
What do you think? You gotta wait, or what are you trying to do?
I think...
What are you guys gonna do? Or just hang out?
If we're being like legitimately honest, I think the second time is probably the earliest you should go for it.
Are you just trying to smash some cheeks right now with Caroline?
I mean, that's to be like announced. I'm not too sure about that yet. Trying to see if it's like worth the cuff material, you know what I mean?
Oh, so you're looking for a relationship, a good one.
Mayhaps. If I get in one, it'll definitely be in a minute from now.
Okay,
like
so
put her
you're
on
waiting.
the back burner if it's worth it.
So you're waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just got out of one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Shelby just texted me. You talking a big game up there. You wouldn't give it up forever. Whatever.
Don't tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, I mean, so what do you get? You gonna go to her house?
No, I'm going to her dorm.
Up on campus.
Up on campus.
Damn, bro, I think you gotta like sign in and like they gotta take pictures of you and shit up there. Shelby's been through it.
Nah, they're just
Going
gonna be
to
my
dorms.
fans. They ain't taking no pictures of me like that.
What?
Did I tell you about that?
Shelby said, "How do you know that?" Yeah, you told me about it.
Gotta take notes from now on.
Yeah,
Dang,
your
so
ID.
she said bring your ID. That's hilarious. Do they take pictures of you too?
No, they keep your ID, and then when you leave, you have to pick it up.
Oh man, they really want my autograph.
Bring like a middle school ID. Like
oh my god. You're like,
You
this
know, like-
who what?
Yeah, that would be hilarious.
Dude, I wish I still had a middle school ID. I'd totally do that.
That would be fucking hilarious. Well, thanks again, Pickle. Shh. Thanks again, Pickle.
Talking back.
Shut her up. What else? Well, we talked about a lot of stuff. Shit. Anything you want to say on the pod? No? You want to shout out your IG, your social media?
Hmm.
You want to shout out anything? Anybody? Your socials? I mean, shit. The hoes gotta
Nah,
know where to
I
talk.
needed to
Plug your
expose my TikTok. It's nothing really, but my Instagram is underscore DAYEVON underscore, and that's probably all I got to show.
Yeah, yeah, thanks for coming on and coming here, man.
Oh, for sure. Thanks for having me on, man.
Yeah, it's what day is it? It's the January 17th, Tuesday, 2023. Frozen Perspective here with Devin. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, go shop frozenproductions.shop. Yeah. We're gonna keep it rolling in 2023. Thanks for watching. Peace.